Hi you guys, this is Antoinette coming to you from Creations PS91. I am coming to you guys today with another tutorial. The zipper pouch, crochet pouch with the zipper and a lining. So you guys, if you like the video, give me a big thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing on my channel, go ahead and subscribe. We got a lot going on here at Creations PS91 and we don't want you to miss it. So go ahead and subscribe and be part of the family. Alright you guys, let's jump right into the tutorial. Alright you guys, this is the supplies that we are going to need to do this project. We need 2 pieces of fabric for our lining. We need a 3.5mm hook. We need a needle threader. We need a zipper. And we need an embroidery needle and our yarn. For the yarn, you guys, I would not go higher than a 3 weight. Alright, so let's get right into it. Okay, you guys. What you guys see before you is the ones that I've already made. Now this one is what you saw in the actual thumbnail of the video, which is this one right here. But I am doing this because I want to show you guys something. So with this one, I wanted to show you the inside of it. Okay, so how we are working this, you guys, we are working from the zipper down. Okay, and so since we're working from the zipper down, you're able to see, let's just open it up and show you. See, you're able to see those stitches on your zipper. And that's what I wanted to show you guys right there. Okay, and the reason why I wanted to show you guys, because this part right here is the most tedious, I would have to say, of the whole project, where you want, see if you can see that, you want your stitches to just be as perfect as you possibly can. There's no right, there's no wrong, just have fun with this, right? That's always the goal. And so yeah, just try to make your stitches as, you know, as neat as possible as they can. Mine is not. I did take my time though, because if you do make these stitches too big, then your work is gonna, you know, gather together like that, and that's gonna be ugly. And so we do not want ugly projects, right? We want all pretty projects. So just take your time right here. And another thing I wanted to tell you guys, well, you know what, before I do that, let me show you guys this one right here. Okay, so this one right here was my test one. And of course, I chose the bigger zipper, right? I don't know why. Every time I test something, guys, I always choose the bigger something. I always do the hardest part first. So, anyway, so the same thing. But this yarn right here, guys, this is a sock weight yarn. I would suggest using a sock weight yarn because it is so thin that you are able to work your stitches so, you know, evenly, because the yarn is thinner. Now on your second one, if you work a sock yarn all the way around and then use your second row to, you know, work your sock all the way around, you know, just to anchor your stitches, then you know, then you could probably switch up to a 2. This yarn right here is a 3 weight. Okay, now I do have this around here, and what I use, I did not use an embroidery hook. I actually used a darning needle to do that. Now my zipper was, you know, I've had my zippers for a while, so I can slip these in, you know, pretty good with a darning needle. It doesn't need to be sharp on the end, but with the metal ones, they do have like a, they're not, you know, sharp, but they do have like a little point on them, so I am able to, you know, stick it through the zipper. So that's what I used right here. Okay, but if you you know, if you have a plastic one, or if you do have an embroidery, I would totally select the, you know, you could do these, the options are up to you how you want to do them. Like I said, I did this with a 3, and I did this one with a sock yarn, which is a 1, and then down here I chose to just switch the yarn up because I wanted the bag to have like a little flare to it. And as you can see, it's a lot wider here, of course, because we're changing the yarn. Okay, and so I wanted to show you guys the inside of this bag, because this is the bag that have the lining. Okay, and so you can see what that looks like. Okay, so here's the lining, you guys. And what I did is I just dropped a lining in here and I sewed it all the way around, but we'll get to that soon enough. But I wanted to show you guys just so you can see, you know, what they look like, and you know, and how everything was, and all that stuff. So let's just get right into the project. All right, you guys, let's get started. So I already have my darning needle threaded, my yarn threaded through my darning needle. Got my scissors, and I'm so sorry, you guys, I didn't tell you in the supplies that we need scissors, but of course we need scissors to cut our yarn. So sorry, guys. So our scissors. So now let's take our zipper, and with the zipper, you guys, you can put it wherever you want to put it. You can, I mean, start it wherever you want to start it. I'm going to start mine right here. So let's start this. So we're going to take our needle and we're going to go up under our zipper, right? And facing, our zipper is facing front. And then we're going to go pull it up, right? Now where we came, the hole that we came out of, we're going to right beside it, and I'm trying to see if you guys can see it, right beside it. And so we're going to stick our needle through there, but then we're going to bring it up like that, guys. So, and this right here, measure your stitches. How far you bring this up out of here is where your stitch is going to be. Okay, so I always try to just look, you can't measure this, you just have to eyeball this, honestly, unless you're going to take a ruler and you're going to do that like that. But honestly, guys, I eyeballed it and just made sure, took my time, and went as slow as I possibly could. And it's kind of therapeutic for me. I kind of like this kind of stuff. So so after you do that, you're going to take your working yarn. And what I mean by that is, if you look at the yarn here, you see a tail, which is right here. And you see the working yarn, which is this yarn right here. Can you see? Oh, no, I'm left-handed, but that yarn right there. Okay. So you take your working yarn, not your tail, and you take it over your needle and you pull it through. Right? Can you see? So now what you're doing, you're creating this beautiful circle. See a circle, which looks like a chain, right? So now, and if you guys, this is called an embroidery chain. Okay? So now what you want to do, you want to take your needle and you want to punch your hole, or right here where you brought this out of, you want to punch your hole through here and then bring it up like we did before. And remember what I said, how far you bring this needle up through here is how far your chain is going to be. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to take my working yarn and I'm going to yarn over. And there we go. Look, guys, that is our embroidery chain, right? Okay, so let's do some more. We're going to punch our hole through there, through the circle. We're going to bring up, and usually when you're messing, you know, underneath it, you can see, I don't know if you guys can see that, but you can kind of see the needle up right here before you actually bring it up. You see it like it's a little puncturing a little bit. And so that's how I was actually gauging it when I did that. So about that much right there. Take my working yarn, go over and bring it up. And there we go. We have another one. And let's just continue to do that. actually around the whole zipper. Do it again. I'll do it again with you guys. There we go. And there we have it. There we have it, guys. And you can even see, like, even right now, guys, look, this one is wonky. And this one right here is, these are pretty. And I'm just taking my time and, you know, enjoying the process. I am not thinking about, oh my gosh, this is not straight, I'm taking this out. None of that. No, let's not do none of that. We're just going to be beautiful and do our stitches as straight as we possibly can. Right? Okay, so we're gonna yarn over. I'm yarning over. I'm calling it a yarn over. You're just going over your needle and pulling it up. See? That's like crooked, but it's still beautiful. Still beautiful. Crooked, but beautiful. And let's do the next one. Punch a hole through the circle and bring it up on the other side of the circle. Yarn over with the working yarn and pull it through. There we go. And make sure you don't pull it too tight, because you don't want it where you're not you know, your zipper, I mean not your zipper, your needle can't get through your circle, because you want, you know, it to go through your circle so you can create your stitches. Okay. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna meet you guys when I get up here where the zipper pull is, so I can show you how to angle it and go over this part right here. All right, I'll see you when I get right here. Okay, guys, I am back. So now two beautiful things have happened so far. I got to where I'm going to show you how to turn, but now my yarn, I need to change my yarn because it's too, I'm not going to make it, right? So let me show you how to do that when this happens. So when you finish your last chain right here, what you're going to do is you're going to take your needle and you're actually going to just push it down in the back of your work, like you're anchoring that stitch. Like, could you see? Like you're anchoring that stitch right there. Okay? So we anchored the stitch, so now we're going to take that away. Right? So we're going to take that out right there. So now let's re-embroider our needle. And let me just show you guys again. I hope you guys were able to see it. Here it is right here. Just right there. I anchored it. It's right here in the back. Okay? And so now when we come up, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to come up through in the middle of this circle. Okay? Let me come up. Down, there we go. So you want to come up through the circle, bring your yarn, and, you know, leave a tail. Now what we're going to do, we need to make it across here, right here, right? So we don't want it too close, you know, to our zipper pull right here. And I usually bring mine down and then I kind of close it. And you want to stitch right here. You don't want to go down here or anything like that, of course, because your zipper will stop. But we already have stop pull, so we don't really need that. So we're going to right across right here. So what I'm going to do is I usually give myself another little stitch going towards this way. So I'm going to go down back into the circle. Hope you guys can see. So I'm going back down into the circle just like regular. Down into the circle and then back up. But I am actually taking it to the side. You'll see how what side I come out on. See how I came out like right there on that side? And then take your working yarn. Pull it over. And then bring that up. I think I did that a little wrong, guys. There we go. I forgot to go over. Okay, so you see how I did that. I actually turned it so it can go that way. Now, this is the way I do it. If there's other ways that you guys can do it, feel free to go ahead and do it your way. This is the way I was doing it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my circle again. I'm going to come up. And as I come up, guys, I'm going to pinch these two together. I'm going to bring these two together. And I'm actually going to bring it up on the other side. And I'm just trying to keep it in frame so you guys can see me. So basically, I'm through the circle already. And then I'm going to come up on this side. You see it on this side. And I'm going to take my working yarn. Let's get our working yarn going. Let me unravel. Okay. So I'm going to take my working yarn and I'm going to yarn over. And then I'm going to pull that through. Let me get all this beautifulness. There we go. Sorry that is all jumbled up and a beautiful mess there, as I call it. There it is. So there you go. Right? Hope you can see it. Here it is right here along that zipper pull. And if you want to bring it a little tighter, you can do that too. Just pull this yarn, your working yarn, towards you and then pull it back. And it tightened up that stitch. But you don't want to tighten it up too much. Okay? So now I am going to still proceed. I'm going to stick my needle the same way through that circle, which now is a little circle. But I do know where the circle is. And then I'm going to come up on this side. I'm going to take my working yarn. I'm going to yarn over, guys. And I'm going to pull it straight through. And I know this is all my tails from underneath. And there we go. Right? And so now, what we're going to do, now I'm going to turn my zipper. And I'm going to come up underneath. Let's make sure, there we go. So we're going to, I'm sorry, not underneath. I'm going to stick it. I'm going to stick my needle through the hole again, just like we always done. And then I'll start going down this way. Right? Take your working yarn, go over, yarn over, and pull it up. And there you go. And you're starting your chain all the way back around. Right? There you go. So you're starting it all the way back around, all the way down, and around. And when you get to your last chain, you do the same thing. You anchor it like when I change the yarn to get more yarn, you do that the same right here. You just anchor it, pull it down, and tie it off. That's it. Okay? Okay, so now what I want to show you guys is I want to show you, so we're just going to say that this is completed, okay? And so I want to show you when you add your yarn, you know, so, you know, when you start making the body of your bag, you know, what you what you do. And it's basically like a chain stitch. Let me get my stuff here. So I have my crochet hook, guys, and let me get some yarn. So it's almost like I am fastening on, and you just work this down. At this point, this is the easy part because you, just like in, you know, in the sample piece, you can create whatever colors you want. The sky's the limit for you right there. So I'm actually going to anchor this on. And what I wanted to tell you guys, which I forgot, when you are adding the body on, you only want to go through the back loops. Okay? I am calling it the back loop because it's actually not. It's actually this in the front, but you don't want to go through both of them. You want to go through this front loop right here in the front part. Okay? Let me get some yarn. We're gonna pull that through, just like you crocheting. You want to make. Sorry guys, it's so hard to do this on camera. But okay, so, but it's worth it to teach you guys and to show you guys. So, okay, so I've already then, you know, signed on, as I call it. Okay, and so now we just put a single crochet in each one of our chains. Hope you guys can see it. Since I'm left-handed, I'm going to turn it, okay? And so there we go. Wait a minute. Let me cut this right here, guys. Okay, so a single crochet in each one. Okay. And that's what you do. And you go around and around with your single crochet. All the way down, all the way around. And you just keep going until you want it the length that you want it. And then of course, as you guys see in this one right here, I just went this far. This is actually for my hooks when I travel. I need one of those. So, but you can make your bag as long as you want it. And yeah, you guys, so that part is for this. So let's get right into the lining. Okay. All right, guys, here we are with the lining. Okay, so I am adding gray lining into my bag. But I wanted to go over, if you guys don't know how to measure it or anything like that. So what I did was I measure, okay, my zipper. I measured it from where the zipper stops here on this side to where the zipper stops right here with the zipper pull. Okay, so mine was actually 9 inches. Okay, that's my zipper, 9 inches. So what I've done is I've actually cut my pieces 9.5 by 4.5. When I measured it going up, it was actually 4.5. So my pieces is 9.5. So I'm giving myself that little wiggle room with the half, because once I sew it, 1/4 of an inch is going to be gone. And then I'll have the, you know, the wiggle room of me when I sew it in. So my pieces are 9.5 by 5. Okay, I did not, because my pieces, I gave myself a little room as far as the length, because this is 4.5 the length, and my piece is 5.5. The reason why I did that, you guys, was because when I sew this together, I'm actually going to fold it down, and I'm going to press it, and you guys are going to see it, and then I'm going to drop it in here, and then I'm going to sew around it so I don't have any raw edges when I sew it. Okay, and so this is how I'm going to sew it. I'm going to put both sides together, and if you have a print, you want to put right sides together, so pretty side to pretty side. If you're like me and you just have solids, then it'll just be one side to the other side. And what I'm going to do, you guys, I'm going to sew down, across, and up, leaving this top piece open. And I am going to do this off camera. Okay, so I'll see you guys back when I finish sewing my lining. Okay, you guys, I am all done with sewing the lining, and oh, excuse me, I stitched it, put the two pieces together, and I sewed it from the top right here. I back stitched, sewed down, across, and up, like I said I would. And if you do not have a sewing machine, guys, you can stitch this, you know, by hand, and it'll work the same. And then right here, what I did, guys, I actually fold this down, as you can see, and I pressed it. And this is why I made it longer, because I wanted to fold it down so when I drop it in, then, you know, I'm just really sewing around, and then you will see the inside of the lining. So let me demonstrate that for you. So we have our pouch. I'm going to stick this lining in here like this. And then I'm literally, guys, I'm going to actually just pin or clip. I have these beautiful, they're called Wonder Clips. Let me get some and show them to you guys. Uh-oh, they're right here. Here they are. So these right here, guys, are Wonder Clips, and I love these things. These things are, they come in all kind of sizes. And when you're working with projects like this, if you don't want to do pins, they come in, some other ones are like this, you know, with, it's a little bit, you know, see how slim that one is to catch like the corners or what have you. And then this one is like kind of wide. So I love these things. I think they're the best thing. Whoever created them, good job. Okay, so I'm going to literally, guys, take my time, go around and put this. I'm going to just clip everything on, and then I'm going to sew it. And see, you see how I'm covering up all of those threads, those strings, because I don't want to go in my pouch and there's strings everywhere. I just do not want to do that. And so then right here, I will flip it up. Sorry guys, hope I was still in frame. But I will flip it up, and I'm just literally, guys, just going the zipper. Literally, as you can see, I'm just underneath the zipper here, hiding my threads and pinning, clipping, not pinning it. I am clipping. Where am I going to sew? And this right here is so fast. And if you are hand stitching this, this is same thing, you know, same exact thing. I'm just using a machine, that's all. We're going to flip this out right here, and we're going to put that there. We're going to come in. And I know I look like I'm struggling just a little bit, guys, but this is what it is. This is what we do. And so as you can see, I got like some little excess here. And all I'm going to do, I'm not going to panic. I'm not going to freak out because that's not what I do. I'm just going to basically fold that like that. Because it's for me. You know, it's for me. Now, when I cut a layer cake, which is a 10 by 10 square, and I chose not to make it the exact measurement of my bag just in case. I always try to give myself a little wiggle room when I'm doing anything. So the square was 10 by 10. My bag was 9 inches. So I could have cut it 9 inches, but by me sewing and all that, I would rather have more than less. So I'll just fold that over right there and clip it and then sew it. But if you you know, if you're that person that you need everything to be measured right and all that and it's so perfectly fine. We're all different. That's what makes us so beautiful, because we are all so beautiful and different, and that's what makes the world go round, and I love it. And so I am going to go stitch it around, you guys, and I will be back to show you my finished product. Okay guys, I'm back. The lining is in, stitched it all the way around, and here she is. Absolutely beautiful. Yay! Okay, you guys, this is it. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the video today, the tutorial, and I hope that you guys make them, and I hope you just, you know, enjoy making them. Take your time, enjoy the process, and yeah, you guys, if you like my videos, give me a big thumbs up. Hey, if you like what I'm doing on my channel, guys, go ahead and subscribe so you will not miss a video. And so that is it for me, guys. And remember, when you're working with your hands, you always have peace within your heart. I will see you guys on the next video. Bye. And make one, guys. You're gonna love it.